So thank you so much, everyone, for being here for our donor appreciation virtual event. Of course, we'd love to all be together in person, which hopefully we'll be able to do sometime soon. But for right now, being together virtually is the next best thing. So here are some of the things we're going to cover in our event. I just want to remind everybody that to keep your microphones on mute if you're not speaking. And we do plan to address any questions at the end of the program. So if you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat box and we'll get to it at the end. If you're not able to use the chat box, you can certainly maybe unmute yourself at the end and ask your question, or you can send us an email or give us a call and we will be happy to speak with you about it later. My name is Robin Fader. I am the Development and Communications Manager here at the Shasta Family YMCA. Thank you so much for being here. We just want to take a moment to introduce our development team. And I will start with Kristin.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us and allowing us some time to share our impact with you and the impact that your donation. I'm Kristin Lyons. I'm the CEO. I know some of you and others. It's great to see some new faces. And I just found out that I've been in this role for 6 years, February 1st. I had no idea. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And I've been here 1 year as of February 2nd. So we're just almost on the same day. Okay, next we have Brianna.
Hi everyone, my name is Brianna O'Leary and I am the Community Outreach Development Officer at the Shasta Family YMCA. I've already gotten to meet some of you and I really look forward to working with the rest of you. In my position, I just really work to have great communication with our donors and continue building on the amazing relationships that we have in the Shasta County community.
Thank you. Next we have Hannah.
Hey everybody, my name is Hannah Huffines. I've been at the YMCA for 2 years, but recently have joined the development team as the Administrative Development Officer. So in my role, I work behind the scenes with Brianna, making sure that all of your donations, all of your requests are entered into our computer system correctly and efficiently. So my biggest goal on the administrative level is just making sure that our team is running smoothly, like a well-oiled machine. So super thankful for all of your support, and I am thoroughly enjoying working alongside all of you and the lovely ladies on our team.
Thank you. Next we have Kylia.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kylia Ross. I am the Grants Development Officer here at the Y. I started this position back in December, and I am currently working to connect with our community and to explore funding opportunities to support all of the amazing programs here at the Shasta Family YMCA that are made possible by all of you who have so generously chosen to support them as well. So thank you.
Thank you. So we thought we would share some of the amazing impacts that your donations were helping us to achieve in 2020. As you know, 2020 was the most challenging year probably for every organization and every individual in our lifetime. So we really did overcome the odds with your help and your generosity. So we just wanted to share some of the impacts that those donations had. In aquatics last year, we had 479 children that participated in swim lessons and swim team. Swim team grew exponentially last year. That's partly because so many other team sports were canceled due to COVID-19, and swimming is an essential skill. So we were able to keep that going and grow the program, and it's been a great success. During our closure in the early spring at the beginning of the pandemic, the aquatics staff was able to complete the safe sports status with USA Swimming, and so all staff members were able to do that training. And I believe that that is one of the only teams in the North State that has that designation. For childcare, we were able to pivot our services early on in the pandemic. During our shutdown, we created an essential worker childcare camp, and we served 182 children during, I think we started in March and ran all the way through May. So that ended up being something that was truly a help to the parents in our community. We have a on-site after-school program at Boulder Creek School, and in 2020 we were able to serve over 100 children in that program. Some of you might be familiar with the Power Scholars Academy. We were able to run that in a virtual setting over the summer, and we served 36 of our summer camp kids with that summer learning loss program. And Y Club, that is our program for preteens and teens. It is a place where they can hang out, they can socialize, they get help with homework. They have a safe place to be after school and into the early evening. And we were able to move that program over into our new building at the corner of Eureka Way and Court Street in August. And that program has been free starting in the fall of 2020. And we were able to serve 143 kids in last year, which was a great success. As you know, 2020 brought a lot of opportunity for change for everyone. And part of change, there's challenges and there's opportunities. So we were able to develop a few new programs to help serve our local community in new ways. And one of those is Virtual Y. So Virtual Y is a website where we host Zoom meetings, much like this, except that they are fitness classes taught by our local Y instructors. And we have lots of people who are in the more vulnerable populations join us for those classes. And it's free to all of our members. We have lots of different offerings: yoga, classes for seniors, strength classes, and a few classes for kids. There's also a library of videos that you can replay at any time. We also began a Cooperative Learning Hub at Reading School of the Arts. So that's a new on-site school program for kids kindergarten through 8th grade. And that program has been running really well and flexing with all of the endless changes in kids' schedules related to school these days. So we're excited to expand our childcare there. We also hosted our first session for the Center for Mind Body Medicine. Helen, one of our staff members, she led that, and it was a virtual class that focused on healing community-wide trauma, addressing things like the impacts of the wildfires and the stress and anxiety that comes along with living through a pandemic. And we had a lot of great response from that. Some of you might also be familiar with our financial assistance program. We have always had a need for that, but especially in 2020, the need for childcare assistance was really great. We saw that need from parents and caregivers in our community. So we were able to provide $202,000 to those who were in need the most. So we're really happy that we were able to serve them. So now I'm going to share a few of our statements from some of our members, parents, and community members. And the first one I'm going to turn over to Hannah.
So this is Chris. He is a long-term and regular member of the Y. This was actually a quote that he gave us back. It was about November 2020. It was a time when COVID was really pressing and showing him a few challenges individually. So it was really neat to see what he had to say. So what the YMCA has meant to me during everything that's been going on throughout the year is everything really. It's a place for me to have an outlet and an inlet for what I'm doing in my life. I'm not working and I don't have a family, so I don't have any of those traditional outlets for socializing. Being able to come here has meant everything to me.
Thank you. So next we will have Brianna.
This quote is from one of our parents. Danielle is a single mom with 2 kids that participate in the Boulder Creek after school program, which was also sometimes the distance learning program. And thanks to financial assistance and really generous donors, her boys were able to attend those programs for basically free in December, which was a huge help to her. And she really shared out how much that support at the Boulder Creek after school program has meant to her. And she sent this quote to the director of that program, Marianne. I've been meaning to reach out to you just as a praise. I'm so thankful for all the help you've been putting in for me and the boys. It's not unseen and I appreciate you so much. Also, there's a girl, Destiny, there that I've seen there lately, and I just wanted to say she's amazing. The way she is with the kids and the love she's shown my boys, it makes the parent in me so happy.
Thank you. Okay, next we will have Kylia. Oh, you're on mute, Kylia.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Here we have Tristan's story. We met Tristan first through Y Club, and through the accessible and inclusive programs that we're able to provide, he quickly became a big part of the Shasta Family YMCA family. Here he found support and opportunity, and he's now currently an employee of the Shasta Family YMCA, and you may see him around our facilities, cleaning in the evenings or mentoring our community youth during Y Club activities. And Tristan shared his experience with us, saying, I can only imagine where I would be right now if it wasn't for the YMCA, because they've done so much for me. The Shasta Family YMCA, the family in the name, it's not just for show. This place is my family. This place is my home.
Thank you. So some of you might remember that the YMCA was lucky enough to be gifted the Eureka Way building that is on the corner of Eureka Way and Court Street. This was generously gifted to us by the McConnell Foundation back in January of 2020. And part of this gift was knowing that we had the responsibility to start a renovation process to get it ready for use and to expand services and our square footage at this new building. So phase one of this renovation began with just cleanup, fixing the lighting outside. They were able to combine both parking lots between the main facility and the Eureka Way building. So now there's one large parking lot that's all together and makes parking a little bit easier. And then they were able to indoors repair the flooring, fixing paint, bringing things up to code, addressing any safety concerns, and also installing high-speed internet, which is so important for programs like Y Club. Having reliable internet is such an important thing these days, especially with distance learning. And then in August of 2020, we were able to activate this newly renovated space. So with the generous help of our donors, volunteers, staff, a really beautiful open space was created and Y Club was able to move in August. We were also able to utilize the space for childcare camps over some of the holiday breaks. And members have been able to go in and enjoy the space for socially distanced fitness classes and equipment. So we are so thankful for this extra space. It has made all the difference in meeting those COVID protocols and keeping everybody safe. So here's an exterior photo after some of the renovations were completed. And here is an interior photo of one of the rooms that is where Y Club meets. And you can see kids are working on homework and utilizing some of the technology and Wi-Fi. This space has also been really amazing for the times when we have those power shutoffs during wildfires as well. So looking forward to this year, we know that we have lots of amazing opportunities for impact. One of those being water safety. So as you know, we have so many beautiful bodies of water in the North State and so many pools that water safety is a really important life-saving skill. So we're going to be offering free swim lessons in the month of May. And this is sort of to replace our first grade Learn to Swim program. Due to COVID, we're not able to run that program for school children in first grade, but we are going to try to reach as many as possible with free swim lessons. The shark swim team is going to continue, and it is just, I'm sure it'll continue to grow this year as well. So we really want to keep the cost low and provide financial assistance for any families that need that help. And we just were awarded a grant to provide swim lessons for diverse abilities, and we're really excited about that opportunity as well. Y Club is going to continue to be free for all families through the end of the spring semester, so all the way through June. We're going to provide free snacks and computer access, and we're also looking at some grant funding and fundraising to support food programs for at-risk teens as well. And whole body wellness continues to be so important. We know that through COVID, boosting your immunity and taking care of yourself is really a top priority these days. So Virtual Y, we're going to continue to add programming there, and of course, help any members with financial assistance as needed. Diabetes prevention will be happening in March, and we're actually rolling out that program next week, so you'll be hearing more about that. And we will be running more programs through our Center for Mind Body to reach people who need mental health support. And financial assistance always continues to be a place that we really want to focus on and really want to provide as much of that as possible. We know that the economic impacts of COVID will continue to be felt, and we want to remove any financial barriers for anyone who wants to participate in any of our programs, especially for our parents that need childcare. We really want to keep that affordable and accessible. We hope to run our Camp McCumber program this year. So we will be raising some funds for our Send a Kid to Camp. And then of course, Power Scholars Academy, we're going to be looking forward to running that this summer and preventing that summer learning loss. And you'll be hearing more about that in the coming months. So I'm going to turn it over to Kristin, who's going to talk a little bit about building and facilities.
Thank you, Robin. So although the world is not past the pandemic, we are beginning to see the future again. We're starting to talk about what facility improvements we can do again. Obviously, in our current facility, in our original facility, there's a lot of ongoing improvements that are needed. We are starting to look again at our locker room remodel that has been needed to be done for a couple of years now. And we're also looking at saving some of our original wood floors and looking for sponsors for our studios so that we can do that. But I think even more exciting than that is we are starting to plan again for our campus and the new Eureka Way building. We were really fortunate, as Robin mentioned, to get the space activated and to do phase one. Now we are looking at what phase two is going to be and what the long-term plan is going to be. And we will start with doing some surveys, some interviews, to really see what the community thinks that the Y should do, what they're looking at as we come out of COVID and beyond. So that is really an exciting project. I see that being as a multi-step project, multi-year project. And in the shorter term, before we have a completely developed plan, there are some items that we're looking at. We are looking to improve accessibility. The Y is for all. So we are looking to improve the ADA ramp. We are looking to also just improve the general visibility of the location in the campus, signage, awnings, and some basic beautification. The downtown is, if anybody's been down there lately, it's really moving along and it's beautiful. And the Y, as you know, this campus is on the corner of downtown, and we're on such a vital thoroughfare that looking at ways to modernize the space, make the campus more welcoming, make the front of the building more welcoming, so that we're really part of that rejuvenated and revived downtown. So in the near term, in 2021, at the beginning of 2022, we will definitely be looking at ways to improve that space and really integrate us into the downtown. And it's very, very exciting now to start seeing the light, I guess, and start being able to plan forward again.
Great, thank you. So now that brings us to our 1946 Society. So we began the 1946 Society in 2020, long before the pandemic started. And just as a way of looking back at the history of the YMCA, it was originally founded in 1946. And so we thought this would be a great way to look at our history. And in fact, this year, the Y is celebrating 75 years of being existing in Shasta County. So we're really excited about that. And this is our first year of celebrating our 1946 Society donors. So one of the ways that we're doing that is we created a banner that we put on our building just as a thank you and a reminder for your generosity and how much your support means to the organization. So when you drive by, you might see it. It's on the Court Street side. And look how excited our staff is. Yep, they are. There it is, right there on the side of the building. So if you are driving by, take a look, or if you're visiting the Y, feel free to stop by and check it out. We are also honoring our 1946 Society donors on our website. And in regard to that, we will be actually creating a new website this year as well. So look out for that. And now I just want to play a quick video. We were able to create just a little thank you video, and I'm going to play that now for you to enjoy.
Thank you, donors. Your support allows us to do all that we do for our community. Thank you so much.
Because of donors like you, it gives us the opportunity to stay open and serve the community, and for that, we thank you.
We want to thank you for all the donors who have helped us and keep us going, and we appreciate it. We love you.
Thank you, donors. Your generous support helps us serve our community.
All right, thanks for donating to us. We appreciate you a lot. The money goes a long way.
Thanks for being so generous and keeping the Y open. Thank you for supporting us.
I get to see and experience the greatness and the kindness that you give to our families every single day. I couldn't do what I do without you, so thank you.
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Thanks to you, we had a year that beat all odds. In March, we launched our essential worker childcare camps, and we're able to get people right back to work. We've been able to continue our academic support hubs so children can learn virtually all year long. We've also removed all barriers to our teen and tween program, Y Club. This was because of donations. This was because of you. So thank you, and here's to a happy 2021.
All right. Thank you. Special thanks to Hannah for helping to make that video happen. So now, do we have any questions that we can address?
So we didn't have any questions come in the chat.
Okay. Well, I think that wraps it up. We just want to let you know how much we appreciate you and how much your support has meant to the Shasta Family YMCA last year and ongoing, of course. Every dollar really does make a difference, and we're looking forward to facing any of the challenges and opportunities this year brings. And we just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to be here, and we look forward to being in touch with all of you about all the new changes and updates that happen. So please feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any questions, comments, questions about programs. We are here to serve you via phone, email, virtual meeting, in-person meeting. So just reach out if you need anything. And with that, I think we will say goodbye and say thank you.